listening to Darling Shine, a podcast by Ellidy Pullin and myself, Chloe Fisher.
Join us as we blindly navigate and unpack the raw and often unspoken experiences of womanhood, grief, friendship, and everything in between.
Darling Shine is your survival kit to the unexpected shit life throws at you.
Hello, darlings.
Hello.
Welcome back to Darling Shine. We have a bit of a plot twist for you guys today. Sometimes I just feel like I'm not even telling the truth. I feel like I'm watching my life from another person's perspective, and I'm like, is this real? Is this my story? I don't even know.
Yeah, there's been a bit of fluffing around.
Yeah, there's been a bit of fluffing around lately, but we're going to get to the point today. We're going to tell the truth.
Yes.
Okay, so a little bit of a trigger warning. If you've lost a loved one, if you're a widow, we're going to be talking about widowhood, the deceased, events everything, after death, you know. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, if you're new to Darling Shine, my partner passed away last July. He was my soulmate and the love of my life, Alex Chumpy Pullin, Australia's Olympic snowboarder. Chumpy had a shallow water blackout at Palm Beach Reef nearly a year ago now, which is
next Thursday.
Yeah, it would be next Thursday. So when this comes, yeah. Wow, that honestly blows my mind. I feel like it's been just a few months.
It just actually feels like
it still doesn't feel real.
It's just a blur, what actually.
I still just don't quite believe that he's gone. Although I live quite a life alongside my grief. But yes, so basically Chumpy had a shallow water blackout when he was spearfishing one day. He essentially sunk to the bottom of the ocean and just essentially passed out down there. Chumpy and I were together for 8 years, living together for 8 years, literally. We lived in our dream house, which is just up the road from Palm Beach Reef, which we now call Chumpy's Reef. Our dream house with our dream dog. We were trying for a baby for at least 8 or 9 months, like you and Fish were. We were just like all frothing to have kids together. It was the next big thing in our life. I was 28 at the time. Chumpy was 32 when he passed away. Life literally couldn't be better. Then one day on the 8th of July 2020, Chumpy had his accident and tragically and very suddenly passed away. He just didn't return that day. I had hoped the weeks after that, I had hoped to God that I was pregnant. I just prayed for this little miracle. Like we
all prayed. We're all like,
yeah, I think everyone knew we were trying so hard for a baby. We'd been trying for ages. We were starting to talk about IVF. I just prayed for a miracle. Luckily, the days after, so yeah, we're going to talk about sperm retrieval. Up until 36 hours, I think the legislation is in Queensland, you can actually retrieve sperm from a deceased person's body. I was so lucky to have my mum, Chloe, Erica, and Laura and my bro, who also played a massive part in this, because we were able to hustle super. I was literally not vacant. I was barely there for this, but Chumpy's parents had flown up. Everyone was in town. Everyone was signing legal documents affidavits and dealing with the coroners and the lawyers and the doctors. And we found this beautiful doctor, Dr. Davidson, from an IVF clinic, who actually went in and retrieved Chumpy's sperm before the time limit was up, which was just incredible. I can't even believe I'm telling this story.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's yeah.
You're doing an amazing job though. Good, yeah.
Catch a breath. So incredibly fortunate that we had the resources and the means to make this happen in such crucial time. And I know that a lot of widows haven't maybe had this opportunity. And I do want to spread awareness on this because unfortunately people die every day. And I never knew what sperm retrieval was. Lots of our friends, not many people. Yeah, not many people know.
But I know all about it now.
Yeah, I know all about it now. So that's another episode. Oh gosh, but
Take a breath.
so grateful. We did actually retrieve Chumpy's sperm. The doctor was super happy with the sample. He got lots out and it was wriggling around. It was all happy and healthy. Fun fact, sperm can actually survive in a deceased person's body for over 7 days after a person dies. So yeah, we got an amazing healthy sample. And I'm actually, what will I be when this comes out? I'm actually nearly 24 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, you are.
Wow.
We've been so excited to share this
It's been hard to hide this.
I've just been sitting on the edge of my seat just going, okay, when are you going to say it? When are you going to say it? When are you going to say it? So
I am
pregnant.
with Bubba Chumpy's little Bubba, the baby that we have dreamed of forever now. As soon as we got together, we were talking about future and babies and everything we were going to do. So it's the most bittersweet thing in the world, and it's a complete emotional roller coaster. But this is my greatest gift, and I am just honestly so excited for this journey. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park. I have a lot ahead of me. I have big shoes to fill. I've got to be a dad and a mum in one, and not just any dad. I've got to be a Chumpy dad.
You're going to be amazing at it, though.
And I am just like so.
Do you know how lucky this little baby's going to be?
I've
going
got
to have a lot of aunties as well that are going to be bossing you around.
I
and
have
uncles.
so much support around me, and I could not do this. Everyone played a massive role in this decision. It was obviously as soon as I was not pregnant after Chumpy's accident, I had this glimmer of hope. I've got his sperm. I've got this opportunity. I'm going to do IVF with it. It was just a matter of time, and I go through a lot every day, and I will forever. Grief never leaves you. But I was always so sure of one thing, that I was always going to have this bub. And lots of people would say, oh, I think you should wait a little bit longer. Like, you're not sure, wait a few years, you might meet someone or something. And I was like, no.
And by no means was it actually an easy journey, which we'll go into another time.
IVF?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
That's why she can't be my surrogate, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm not Chloe's surrogate.
But also I just want to add in here as well, because I think that a lot of people are going to be after following my IVF episode. Like, a lot of people are going to be like, well, what about Chloe? But I just want to let you all know that I'm so this is just got nothing. I cannot be happier for Elle. We've been on this journey together from the get-go. Unfortunately, I'm not pregnant, but that is show us your belly. Go on, show them your belly.
Got a little
You're going to have to stand up. It's only a little one, but it's definitely there. So that is my favourite pregnant belly to look at. And
little
honestly...
Chumpy. Oh my gosh, I was just down in Eden on the weekend and Chumpy's parents just touch it all the time, and they're just I can feel Sal's I think I can feel a kick, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's not moving right now. But they're just so...
How are they?
They're just so happy.
So they haven't
the
yet.
cutest
So
thing
Ellidy
ever.
doesn't know what she's having.
So so gender's going to be a surprise, of course. This is the biggest miracle ever. I just want to leave it a miracle. I don't need to find out. It's going to be what it's going to be. I feel like Chump's guiding this. He would want nothing more than for me to have his kid. Everything just feels right.
I was trying to, though.
Yeah.
Ellidy showed me the ultrasound scans for the first time last night, and she's like, well, they're pretty bad. You can't really see the face or anything like that. I was like, give me that. She's like, I haven't even really looked at it. So I'm in there with a fine tooth comb trying to find a penis. I was like, that's it for sure. That's a penis. But I don't know.
I still sometimes feel like I'm having a girl.
I reckon.
Everyone says boy. Literally everyone says boy. I think it's because they think boy because Chumpy was a boy, and they think, And I'm sometimes I'm feeling girl.
Little hands, and I haven't I feel for the two of us. I very much feel like this is my pregnancy as well.
Chloe's. I feel like we'll be mothers to each other's children for sure.
A few of our other
Yours
friends
won't be far
are
off.
pregnant, as actually all of our other friends are pregnant basically. But except for a few.
Pretty much all of them.
But pretty much all of them. Then they showed me all their little baby videos, but like there's just something about this one for me. No offense to everyone else.
Oh, everyone's bubbers.
But like literally,
I just feel like it's
deal.
such a different, crazy situation.
And everyone is so incredibly excited. So
it's going to be amazing. My bro's like, I'm so excited to be a dad. And I'm like, well, you've got big shoes to fill. Big chumpy shoes.
yeah.
But no, so many aunties and uncles, and Chump's dad always used to be like, when are you going to get up the duff? We want a grandkid. Well, here it is.
Oh my God. I can't believe it.
It didn't unravel the way that we'd planned. Life is literally crazy, but I'm having our baby.
How weird is that to say? How crazy.
It's absolutely crazy. It
doesn't feel real.
It's so unreal and so emotional and
But we've been pretty much waiting to tell you guys this on the podcast since the beginning.
Yes. I just wanted to, get my 20-week scan, make sure everything was all good, and just announce on my own terms.
But one last thing to add as well before we close this episode out, it is obviously Chumpy's 1 year anniversary next Thursday. So we will be talking all things Chump and baby. So if you have any questions as well, you can also write to us on our Instagram at darlingshine.podcast. You can email us at hello@darlingshine.com. But next week there will be something that we're going to do annually, and it's called Shred for Chumpy.
Shred for Chumpy Day, guys. #.
And so basically whether you're on the slopes, whether you're in the ocean, we want everyone to get out there and shred. Can't wait to see you out there shredding.
I'm actually going to shred that day. I'm going out at Rainbow.
I wasn't
for sure.
joking.
Or maybe I should go at Chumpy's Reef.
Yeah, for
popping
sure.
off. Get my mal out.
But Elle will post more information about that.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to see you guys all involved.
Ryan Teeny from Turn and Burn, who is Chump's business partner and absolute legend, he's planned all the Shred for Chumpy days across like Hotham, Thredbo, Perisher, Mount Buller and everything. So he's got like ambassadors there each day. They're all planned that day on the 8th of July. So for the Aussie mountains. So if you want to find out more information, you can head to Turn and Burn on Instagram, or Turn and Burn like website, I guess. But yeah, so obviously we're not going to be on the snow. So we're going to be shredding for Chumpy in the surf, surfing, skateboarding, diving, whatever you guys want to do. It should be a really nice way to honour Chump. I mean, that day for me, I just have Chump's family going to be in town, which is amazing. I think it's just so important for us to all be together that day. Obviously, it's not like his birthday or a day where we can really celebrate. It's going to be extremely hard and emotional. But I just want to make sure I'm in the water celebrating his life and all that he was, and shredding for Chump, just living for him in a way, you know.
2 of you.
Yes, well, there's 2 of us here, and we're also eating for 2 as well.
Yes, lots of McDonald's, sausage rolls.
Oh my gosh.
Potato bake.
I just got back from Eden and I left Rummy, my dog, with my brother, and I was with him before, and his girlfriend Jules was like, oh yes, we got Rummy a Happy Meal last night from Macca's, and I was like, you know what? I just had a bloody Happy Meal too. They just fed her like a 6-pack and some chips, and I was like, oh my God, well, she's so skinny, she can handle it.
McDonald's.
Rummy and I are on the same diet. Oh, guys, so I'm super honoured to share this news with you on behalf of myself and Chumpy. And we are so excited for it's just going to be a crazy journey ahead.
And we can't wait for you guys to be on this ride too.
Yeah.
There's going to be lots of stories, I think.
Literally, there's going to be so much to cover. Doing this alongside widowhood, grief, doing mum life alone. You're going through IVF. You're hopefully going to be having a bubba soon too. There's so much ahead here. There's so much to talk about.
So thank you guys for being on our journey so far.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening. We love you all, and we will see you next week.
We will. Bye.
Love from us 3. I love you, Chump. Bubba Chump. Coming to the world late October.